Today on BladeHQ.com, I'm taking a look at the Schrade SCHF11. I'm going to call it the F11 just for simplicity's sake, and I'm also going to compare it to the F12 simply because I had both of them out at the same time. And if you're interested in this one, you might be interested in this one as well, just to kind of compare them. So I'm just going to hit the specs on this one really quickly, kind of give you an idea of Schrade's new lineup. This is their 2013 lineup, and I think it's pretty darn cool for what it is. So first of all, $41.95 for this blade on BladeHQ.com currently. And the overall length on it is exactly 10 inches. The blade length is 4.8 inches, made from 8CR13 high carbon steel. You can see it's a Tanto style blade, but it's also got this little curve in the belly as well, which I think is a little interesting. I'm curious to know how that cuts. The weight on it, 10.1 ounces, so it's fairly heavy, which is going to be nice because when you're using a fixed blade, that weight is going to help you chop trees and different things when you're out in the woods, out in the wilderness. So it's not bad to have a heavier fixed blade. Yeah, I guess if you're backpacking, this is probably not a good option for you. 10.8 ounces is really pushing the envelope there. It's got these G10 handle scales on it, and they are contoured. I like that. Now notice on this one they've kind of beveled this edge. And they've done sort of the same on the, what am I looking at here, the F12? The F12, but I do like how they've just hit that a little bit. It's going to be comfortable in the hand, and I do enjoy how it feels in my hand. Let me show you it in my hand with the glove on for your watching and curious pleasure here. There's a shot of it in my hand with the glove on. Give you an idea of what you're getting there. It's comfortable. I like that. I like that. This one's kind of, the F12 has these contours in the G10, and they're good if that's what you prefer. I think for me personally, I prefer this. This one feels better to me in my hand. So they've attached that G10 kind of in a funky fashion, and you can actually see if you needed to string some paracord through there, you could. Full-tang knife. Let me show you the thickness of the blade. Blade thickness is 0.19 inches. Handle thickness is 0.17 inches. While we're talking about it, let's take a look at the blade grind here with my rockin' blade grind tool. I'm going to say it's right around 22.5 degrees. So just to give you an idea there. Comes with a thermoplastic sheath. It's going to slide right in there, no problems. And it's going to stay in place, which is nice. And they've kind of got their belt loop there, which is adjustable, so you can carry it however you want. Now, I'd probably go and throw a tech lock on this one if I could. You might have to do some mods there to make it work, but just to give you an idea. Now, check out the 12. I've got the 12 in my right hand and the 11 in my left hand. They're about the same blade length, 9.9 on the 12 and exactly 10 inches on the what am I on, 11? On the 11. And just taking a look, the biggest dramatic change there is that blade. This one kind of seems more stylish Tanto, modified Tanto, and we've got just the regular Tanto there. So anyway, I just wanted to take a look at these. We just got a whole bunch of new Schrade stuff in, and I'm curious to know what it looks like, that sort of thing. Lanyard hole there, forgot to mention that. But anyway, you kind of get an idea. All of this is Chinese made. Oh, I like that. Check out that jimping on the one side. This one doesn't have the jimping there. Ooh, I like that. The 11 is my pick if you're curious. I prefer the 11 over the 12. But I was curious to know how Schrade is stacking up. They kind of came out with all this new stuff, and I'm pleased to announce, pleased to reaffirm perhaps, that this stuff looks pretty cool. Keep in mind, it is Chinese made, not USA made. Schrade makes all their stuff in China. But for what it is and what you pay for it, pretty cool. I mean, if this, and I'm not here to start a debate about US made versus Chinese made or whatever, but if this were made in the USA, it would be much more expensive, and I think it would keep a lot of people out of knives. If everything was super expensive in the knife world, I know that a lot of younger people couldn't get into it and that sort of thing. So this is kind of a gateway drug. It's not an SE4, it's not an Azula, not any of those. It's not a Chris Reeve. Go into it with your eyes wide open knowing what this is. But for $41.95, pretty cool knife, and I think you are going to be pleased with it. for what you get and what you pay for it. So anyway, the place to buy it is bladehq.com, and I would encourage you, if you've watched all the way to this point in the video, you probably need one and you want one. And so I'm just going to tell you right now, go buy it at bladehq.com. Thanks for watching, and enjoy this blade after you buy it on Blade HQ.